Hello, hello. Welcome to our 1 hour live tapping session. If you're new, I'm so glad that you've joined us. If you've been here before, I'm so glad that you're back. And just to explain really quickly what we do here, I'm Amanda, by the way. Hi. We actually do tapping. So if you're not familiar with EFT, emotional freedom techniques, then you might feel a little lost, but no worries. Just follow along. It's really a simple process. You will catch on to it before the end of the hour. It is a stress release technique, and I will guide you on how to use it as we go along. But I'm not going to go into any kind of depth of explaining how it works. If you do have that curiosity, you want to deep dive into it, please visit our channel, which is EFT Universe. Just type that into the search bar on YouTube, and you will find well over 200 videos that explain exactly what it is we're about to jump into. So, the way the process works is you don't have to, but you can put whatever it is that is on your mind that is stressing you out right now that you would like to feel better about, or something that you would simply like to improve. Maybe you're feeling a little sick and you like for your immune system to perk up, or you've got pretty good sleep, but you'd love to feel better. Or you're looking forward to some kind of an event and you'd really like to be at your peak performing level for it. All of those things are approaches, things that we can approach with EFT. Sorry, I'm a little bit off because right before I went live, my internet was acting funny. And so I was like, no, I will get uh, fully rechanneled back with you guys, I promise. Uh, Whatever it is that you have coming up for you, if you would like to tap on it specifically and you want to mention it, you can put it in the chat and then I will incorporate it as I'm able to as we go throughout this hour. If you don't want to, no worries. You don't have to. You can still have an effective tapping hour with us. You'll just need to replace some of the words, whatever fits you the best. And I always recommend that anyway. EFT is something that's very client led, meaning what works best for you is best for you. And that's how you're going to get the best effect from what we do. And if you're still going, I have no idea what you're talking about, again, you'll catch on as we jump into it. So hold on to it and you'll feel clear on it in just about 10 minutes at the most, I promise. Okay, I'm going to glance at the chat over here. Hi, Roma. Hi, Barb. You're very welcome. Thank you for being here. Hi, Richard. Lauren, performance anxiety. Got it. Richard, allergies. Okay. I don't think we've ever done a tapping on allergies specifically. We do physical all the time. I don't know that we've done allergies. Lack of money. Okay. Feeling safe, acceptance, good things, as opposed to some of my parts protecting me from success. Yes. Remember to like the video, guys. Yes, please do. And it really does help in the algorithm. Mama Hutch, hello. Pollen is thick here, so maybe another vote for allergies. Okay, I think that would be interesting to do allergy specific. So yeah, another vote for allergies. Okay. Feeling safe and finding my new career. Awesome. Thank you, Karen. Trauma. Yes, thank you for the reminder. I appreciate that, Reiki Flow. All right. Let's go into just getting centered and grounded real fast. And then we'll start jumping into what we can tap on. I'll probably start on the physical body just because there's been a large interest in allergies specifically. Also, that's a really good way to start addressing some of the other things that have been mentioned, like something positive that you're working towards, but you feel blocked from it. Starting in your body is a really good place. And usually a way you can find an agreement when it's been I want this, but you can't have it. But I want it, but you can't have it. In your body is usually I call it a golden door, where you can find a yes to start the process of moving forward. Okay. So go ahead and take a deep breath in. And let it out with a sigh. What we're doing here is just signaling to the body we are relaxing right now. Let's do that again. out. Don't worry about posture right now, but do tune into your body. See if there's a spot where you kind of want to wiggle, or if you need to shift your weight a little bit, move your legs, your arms to get more comfy. Go ahead and honor that if you feel it. Then, as we're sitting here, go ahead and breathe normally. And I want you to picture where in space your earlobes are. And where are the tops of your shoulders? And what about the top of your head? As we're thinking about these different areas, it's just drawing our attention back to this present moment in a very safe and gentle way. Where's your belly button? How about your fingernails? Where are your fingernails? How about your toenails? And are your toenails and your fingernails about the same temperature? Where are your kneecaps? And finally, where is your spine? And let's take one more breath. Go ahead and rearrange your body to where you feel supported, stacked back up on top of your spine, opening up your lungs, allowing your body to breathe a little bit easier. I'm going to set an intention real fast. I'm going to put my hands over my heart. You're welcome to join me in this if you'd like to. I set the intention for this time that we have together to feel very connective, that even though we are all over the world and experiencing different things in life, that right now we are agreeing to be here, to support each other, to tap together, to find what it is that we would like to have in support, in freedom, and understanding, and perspective, and that there's meaning behind that, and there's power behind that, that we get to be a part of this community, and that you being here is valuable, and that you matter, and then you get to feel seen and heard and valued as we have this time here together today. And that whether you comment in the chat or you don't, that you get to receive a measure of relaxation, that you get to have a reset in your nervous system, and that you get to receive something that will assist you towards your goals and your insights that you're seeking. Let's do one breath here. Okay, I'm going to see what else has popped up in the chat, and then we'll start tapping on the physical body. Okay, auditory delusions. Okay, Zahra, I hear you on that. What about that is on your mind the most? Like, what is the reason you want to release that? Is it, does it fill you with fear? Does it fill you with anxiety? Does it distract you from your day? Does it make you feel broken or wrong? Those would be easier and more specific to tap on than just the ailment itself, which would be more, how is it affecting you to have that happening? Season lymphatic system is cleaning. Yep. Oh, thank you, Carrie. I appreciate that. And Carrie, I got your email. I haven't replied to you yet, but thank you so much for your words. I really, really appreciate it. And thank you, Mama Hutch, for your endorsement as well. For those of you who don't know, I have an hour-long $20 Be Trauma-Free course that's on EFTUniverse.com's website. Very in-depth explanation of what trauma is. Really, really great information there, particularly if you feel like, oh, I'm so broken. I don't have, a chance of healing. Oh, this is the information you need for that. If you just go to the website, there's a little banner across the top. It's one of the flip through pictures that you can click on and get to it. So just know that that's there, and that's what they're referring to. Ooh, back pain. Okay, Dr. Scott, we are tapping on the physical body first. So I'm glad you're here. Yes, Louis. The yes, but I appreciate that. And the way he phrased it is we know we need to release the bad stuff and can even see the connections to how it is negatively affecting us, but we can't let go. Hope that makes sense. Yes. And a couple of other people have expressed something similar. So I bet we'll get to that today. Okay, let's get started on the physical body. So, whatever it is that's ailing you, I'm going to say a very vague term, just so it's kind of all inclusive. I'll say this issue with my body. So you replace that with these allergies in my body, this back pain in my body, this lack of sleep in my body, this extra weight in my body, whatever it is that you're focusing on. I'm going to say this issue. You actually speak the issue when when you're tapping back, or just in your mind as we go. I know sometimes I don't leave a ton of space in between phrases. So if that's stressful to you, you can just say to yourself, every time she says the issue, I know I'm tapping on my weight or my allergies or my back. And that can help with that. So we'll start tapping on the hand. This point right here, you can use your whole fingers. Even though, as I consider this issue in my body and it's in my way, I deeply and completely accept myself anyway. Even though right now I'm confronted with this issue and I don't want it, I still choose to deeply and completely accept myself. Even though right now I have this issue with my body and I have a lot of feelings about it being here, I still choose to deeply and completely accept myself. I acknowledge this struggle with this issue in my body. I acknowledge the realities that it gives me. I acknowledge the boundaries that it places on me as I deal with this issue. And I give myself permission to release any judgments that I've had on myself that invalidate this experience. This experience in my body. This issue in my body. This issue. My body. Not my choice, but it is my outcome. Releasing. Releasing this issue from my body. Whether or not I believe I can release this issue from my body, I deeply and completely accept myself. Whether or not I believe I can release this issue from my body, I'm open to being pleasantly surprised. I wonder, What is it that I believe it would take for my body to feel better? If it were possible for this to feel better right now, what would I need for that? Am I expecting something outside of me to fix it? If I am, that's okay. And maybe it will. But I wonder, is there a way that I could offer support or even a solution from inside my body to my body? No, that's ridiculous. I can't offer a solution to my own problem, especially for something physical. That doesn't make any sense. Even if my initial response to this is that it's impossible and it doesn't make any sense, I still deeply and completely accept myself. And I hold space to be pleasantly surprised. Well, doesn't the body create its own solutions all the time? Doesn't it do things like heal scratches on my skin? And doesn't it do things like regenerate cells, create new cells when the old ones die, chase after foreign objects, microbes, viruses, bacteria, destroy things like free radicals? The body actually creates solutions all the time. So I wonder, is there a way for me to help my body feel better about what's happening right now? Just take a moment and sit with that and see if you have any pushback. And if you do, just acknowledge it. And is the pushback a belief? Is it an emotion? Is it safe? Is it safe for me to find a solution right now for this ailment in my body? Whether or not it is safe, I deeply and completely accept myself. I acknowledge that this could be a complicated answer. There may be things tied to this that are deeper and more emotionally woven than the outcome that I'm currently experiencing. But even if this goes deeper and it's something else that I need to continue to address, I wonder, can I offer myself relief for right now? Can I offer myself relief right now and continue to look into why this is here? Maybe that's possible. It's definitely worth a try. I will try collaborating with my body to feel better. After all, my body probably wants to feel better as much as I would like my body to feel better. My body feeling better. Solutions, choices, giving it a try. Open to being pleasantly surprised. Release. Release. Permission to release. Support. Relief. Permission to receive support and relief. As I focus in on my body and what I would really like to have, I give myself permission to receive it without any barriers, without any requirements. It is okay for me to receive this right now. And go ahead and notice in your body where this ailment, this issue is. And use all 5 of your senses. So we're going to go through them all. What does it look like? Does it have a color? Does it have a texture? Is it like wispy smoke? Is it like thick tar? Is it hard and smooth or pokey? Does it feel like rope? Is it constricting? Is it pushing? Is it swelling? Is it weighing down? Does it have a temperature? Now we get into some of the more abstract ones, but really try to come up with answers. Does it have a smell? If it had a smell, what would it smell like? Does it have a taste? If you had to lick it, what would it taste like? And if it had a sound, what sound does it make? Now that you have this spectrum of understanding of what's in your body, what can you bring in to where you can isolate it or to help release it? What color would the solution be of this energy that's going to help you clear this out? What texture does it have? Is it the same and they're kind of bumping against each other, or is it something else like water that can wash it away, or air that can just roll it out, or a laser that destroys it? Your solution, does it have a different temperature? Is it warm and it melts it? Is it cold and it shrinks it? And as you're picturing these things, see this other entity, this other solution that you're creating, shrinking down, helping to exit this issue in your body. It's making the energy of it smaller. It's just not as strong anymore. Its presence is weaker because of this now presence of the solution. And what sound is your solution? What does your solution smell like? And if you had to taste it, what taste is your solution? Receiving my solution, allowing my solution. My solution may get rid of my issue 100%. My solution may get rid of my issue 2%. Whatever percent my solution is capable of releasing right now, oh, I deeply and completely accept it because it's forward progress. And it has shown me that it does work. And I can apply this solution over and over. I can try different things like a different flavor or temperature or texture. I can try different avenues and find if any of them will leave me pleasantly surprised. As I allow myself permission to create my own solutions for this issue in my body, I deeply and completely accept myself. And I deeply and completely accept myself if this works enormously or if it works incrementally. Either way, I appreciate my own efforts, my own creativity, and my own presence to be here to support myself as I find my solution for my ailment. And I deeply and completely accept myself. Okay, take a deep breath. So now just take a second and tune in, see how your body feels. If you're feeling any amount better, give yourself a really big congratulations for that. And good job. Okay, I'm going to go back to the chat. Neurological challenges such as Parkinson's disease. So Victoria, what EFT targets is stress? I am not well versed enough in Parkinson's to know how much stress contributes to the progression of the disease or episodes of it occurring. But there might be some clinical studies on it that I'm unaware of right this moment. I can look and see. If you want to email me, and my email's at the very top of the chat, I will look into that for you. It will definitely help relieve stress and help with acceptance and creativity, clarity, on decisions of choosing things. It can help with aspects of it, but help erase it completely. That's a little bit more difficult to say because I don't know what all contributes to Parkinson's actually being created in the first place. I hope that's a good enough answer. Let's see. Oh, nice. I love that you guys were writing your descriptions in here. I love it. Oh, good, Mama Hutch. I'm so glad that worked for your tinnitus. We find these sessions with you on YouTube. Yes, if you want to repeat this, so immediately after the lives, they are available as a recording on our channel. So if you go to the channel, there's a little menu bar where they're kind of hard to see, especially on, well, whatever, on different devices. It can be more difficult to find, where it will say live, and it will have um, every single one of these that we've ever done under there. But if you're having trouble find it, email me and I'll send you the link direct to it. Oh, yay, Christine. I'm so glad you got a big shift out of that. Yeah, big glass of water. Yes, drinking water is definitely what determines when you move to the next point. Good question, Karen. I do it based off of feeling. um, all we're doing when we're tapping on the acupoint is sending that signal to the brain. Now, each acupoint has its own benefits from traditional Chinese medicine that you can research and see why you might tap on a specific point. I like to go here for emotion stuff. I've seen a lot of people gravitate, to this kidney point when they're releasing emotions. There's also ones that aren't in the common set that we use for tapping, for emotions that you can utilize. Um, if you have an irritation on a point or you feel drawn to a point, you can stay there longer. You don't have to follow me, but me personally, I do it based off of how I'm feeling. This point has been said to be really good if you've got a lot of back and forth in your mind, like you're not really believing what you're saying yet on tapping. Like, I really want this job. I'm never going to get it. I know I don't deserve that job. I'm not smart enough. Then this is a good point to stay on. But if you're like, oh, I really feel like it'd be more effective if I tap here, then I would say follow that. Intuition seems to really aid what spot you're on. And you don't have to go in the particular order. As long as you're on an acupoint and tapping, it's going to work for you. Because all we're looking for is that vibration it sends a signal to the brain, and that does that unweaving that we're looking for. Yes, kidney does hold fear. You got it. Oh, and thank you for that resource. So Reiki Flow is put in here, offers help for Parkinson's, and then a name of someone that you can look up if you are wanting that as well. Okay, so let's loop back to Louise, yes, but, and where is it? Okay, the lack of money can likely fit in there. Maybe performance anxiety. Hmm. So I'm feeling like a connection point could be a lack of belief, maybe a lack of trust. Feeling safe. I think I'm actually just going to go with feeling safe. So if this wording doesn't work for you, then switch it to something else. But for the performance anxiety, the lack of money, accepting of good things, releasing of negative things, I'm going to go with the verbiage of feeling safe. Okay. Uh, So go ahead and get clarity on and focus on one thing. If you have multiple things, that's okay. You can repeat this process. Focusing on one thing in particular helps your brain be very specific on where those neurological connections are. And what we want to do is completely break down one thing rather than a few things on every single one, because we want that belief completely separated in your brain. And that's actually going to make it easier for you to break down the others as well. So even if this is multifaceted in your life, choose one thing. Choose one thing that you desire, that maybe you do or do not possess all of the physical support and knowledge that you need to reach it right now, but you feel like you can't have it. You shouldn't have it. You're afraid to have it. It might be dangerous to have it. Um, you feel like you're going to get rejected if you try. You feel like you're going to get made fun of if you try. You feel like you're going to get targeted for uh, negative energy, people being mean to you or attacking you if you try. One of my biggest fears used to be I'm going to cause more harm than good. Even though my entire intention is to do good, I'm going to somehow accidentally cause harm, and that'll be awful. And that would freeze me, because I didn't believe it was safe to try because I'd received so much negativity in my tries previous in my life. So get whatever that is, um, that you're aiming for that you can't have, and what's in your way. And if your phrase is different than it's not safe, then replace that, because that's what I'm going to be saying. Okay. So go ahead and start tapping. As I consider this thing that I really, really want, but I can't have because it isn't safe, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even if I don't like it, I am frustrated that I'm here. And saying the phrase that I accept myself while I'm struggling with this is hard. I still choose to deeply and completely accept myself. I acknowledge that this is hard. I acknowledge that this is emotional. I acknowledge that this wears on me. And even though this block in between me and what I really want feels impossible, I deeply and completely accept myself. I appreciate that I haven't given up, even if I have given up and then I decided to keep trying. Even if I'm hanging on by a thread, I still have something. And I acknowledge myself for that. And I appreciate myself for that. And I don't attach any requirements to that. I give myself permission to just simply appreciate that I'm trying and that I do have this desire and that I do want this thing and that it's a good thing to want. And for that, I deeply and completely accept myself. But I wonder why, if this is a good thing for me, do I not feel safe? And why, if this block is a bad thing for me, can I not let go of it? Why is it still in my way? Even though right now I'm very confused about this thing that I want and this thing in my way, I deeply and completely accept myself anyway. It's okay that right now it doesn't make sense. I hold space that it will. And it's okay that right this second, I don't have whatever tool or perspective I need. I hold space that I will. I give myself permission to believe. I give myself permission to believe that the reason I want it is enough proof that it's possible for me to have it. I wonder if this block that's in my way isn't here to hurt me, why else would it be here? What other reason could this be in my way? Is it possible that this block is trying to warn me? No, no, that doesn't make sense. This block is just here because it's annoying and it's stupid and I'm wrong and I'm not smart enough or I'm not good enough. And it's just everything has to be a struggle and I can't figure things out. Even if that is how I feel about this block right now, I deeply and completely accept myself. There's a reason that that's the way I feel about this. But I wonder, is there a different way to look at it? It may or may not be correct, but I wonder if I try, if I give it a chance, maybe it could be. If it isn't, oh well. But if it is, it could be helpful. So I give myself permission to try and see this block in a different way. This block, this block in my mind, this block in my body. I wonder, when did this block first show up? Was it when I started reaching for this goal? Or has it been here longer? Was it when I tried my goal and failed? Or was it here existing before I even had this goal to begin with? This block, this block in my mind, this block in my body. I wonder if I could speak to it, what would it say to me? Would it explain to me why it's here? So let's give this a shot. Go ahead and personify this block in whatever way you can for it to communicate to you. Maybe it looks like a big blob or one of the villains of a superhero that you appreciate or um, something else, but in some way where it's able to communicate with you. And go ahead and talk to it. Say, well, hi, block. Why are you here? What is it that you're doing here? Are you protecting me? Do you believe you're keeping me safe? Just giving you a little bit of time in case you're getting answers. I wonder if this block was keeping me safe at some point in my life. What was it keeping me safe from? Can I recall a time in my life where I needed to create a block in order to survive emotionally, physically, mentally? Has there been a time in my life where having a block made sense and was a wise thing for me to engage? Maybe I can recall exactly when that was. And maybe I can't. Whether or not I can recall when I probably would have used a block like this and it having been a wise decision, I deeply and completely accept myself. I acknowledge that there have been times in my life that have been really hard, really difficult situations for me to live through. And I engaged the tools that I had and tools that I could create to the best of my ability. And they worked. They worked because I'm here. I did survive. Not only did I survive, I'm working towards other things, bigger things, better things, good things. So I acknowledge the wisdom for me to have engaged those survival tools. Good for me. Good for me. And thank you to my survival tools for showing up for me when I needed it. But I wonder, do I continue to need that survival tool right now? Or is it more true that in over time and over gaining knowledge and other tools, I now have other options, options that I didn't have back then, options that maybe are a better solution for me now that would make me more safe, more secure, and help me to a better degree in getting what I want. I wonder what would happen if I said thank you to my current block and showed them you did great. You did exactly what I needed. We succeeded. And now I have other tools. You can go now. You can rest. You can morph into something else. What if I gave that block permission? Giving my block permission. Allowing a safety upgrade. Transitioning old beliefs. Allowing new beliefs, new tools, new space. Old solutions. Release. New solutions. Receive. My body. My mind. My desires. Safe. My problems. My solutions. Safe. My ability to be safe. My ability to create safety. I've done it before and succeeded. I bet I can do it again. It is in my nature. It is in the power of my brain to create solutions as I need them. I don't know exactly what's in front of me. And I don't know exactly what I'll encounter as I reach for this thing that I want. But I do know I have tools. I have abilities that I've already proven work. And they don't just work once or twice or 10 years ago. They continue to work all the time. In fact, they continue to improve as I improve. So the truth is, as I allow myself to gain this knowledge, to gain this success, it improves my chances of survival right along with it. As I allow myself success, I allow myself an increase of ability to be safe. I have more knowledge. I have more experience, which allows me to create better and deeper and more dynamic solutions. Better solutions. Better safety. More dynamic tools. More dynamic support. Improvement. Trust. Belief. Permission to continue what I've already proven works. Permission to continue to improve, to continue to expand my safety, to continue to deepen my value. Upgrading. Releasing old programming. Gratitude for my old programming. Releasing with love. Creating space. Creating space with excitement. Creating space with confidence. Allowing a connection between success and safety. Allowing a connection between what I want and safety. As I learn to apply this tool, I deeply and completely accept myself. And I deeply and completely accept myself even if I forget and I fall into an old habit or an old thought. That's okay. It doesn't undo anything. It's a process, and I give myself grace as I learn this process. As I figure out how to apply this in a way that it works for me, on a timeline that feels solid and happy, and with celebration for each increment of success. I deeply and completely accept myself. Okay, let's take a breath in. Nicely done. Oh, with like 10 seconds to spare. Let's see. We ended on a pretty positive note. but it was still a fairly heavy topic. I'm going to cough. Excuse me. It still feels pretty whoosh. So let's tap for just a minute to kind of have more closure for the session. So if you can stick around for that, let's do that. As I come to an end on this tapping session, I acknowledge all of the good feelings that I've gathered. And I recognize all of the space and all of the lightness and the freedom that I feel now in allowing myself success in this process. As I come to an end on my tapping for today, I hold space for myself throughout this whole week to remember on what to tap and how to tap as it suits me through this week. And I hold space to give myself permission to tap in whatever way it serves me. And as I go throughout the rest of this day, and my body and my brain and my mind continue to rearrange and settle all of the things that I've shifted, I agree to hold space for myself and allow that to happen. And even if some of it doesn't make sense, like I suddenly want to giggle, I give myself permission to. I give myself permission to just be happy and to just feel confidence and to feel relief, even if I can't quite figure out why. And as I give myself these permissions and spaces, I deeply and completely accept myself. Okay, one more breath. All righty. If you feel like you need to shake out some of that energy, like you got some things moving around, then that's a really easy way to kind of get things flowing. Remember to drink water. If you feel like laying down, take a quick little power nap. All of these things are signs from your body that you moved energy. So allow that, especially if you need to go to the bathroom. That's also a release of energy. So, thank you so much for being here with me today. I appreciate each of you so very much. And I really, really mean that. I hope that you can feel my sincerity. I think about you, I love you, and I treasure this community that we create together. So, thank you, thank you, thank you. Email me if you've got questions, if you've got things you want to tap on that you would rather address anonymously. My email is at the top of this chat. This live will be available on a recording on our channel within minutes if you want to review it or send it to someone. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next Tuesday, 1 p.m. Pacific time. Mwah! Bye bye.